our mats, and we're going to start with, we're going to work towards wide leg forward bend. So we're mobilising the hips and things like that today. So coming onto your mat, and if it's okay to come down, we just gradually allow ourselves to come onto our back. So to do it quite carefully, if you have your hands either side of your hips and your knees are bent, if you draw your chin down and you can come down onto your elbows and gradually, carefully allow yourself to come onto the floor. And you can adjust your feet and just have that sense that really the first position that you kind of landed on the floor isn't the one you have to stay in. So make sure that you're comfortable. You can wiggle around a little bit, adjust the feet. And just take your arms down by your side to see how that feels. And if you're okay to close your eyes, close your eyes. But obviously, if you want to keep your eyes open, keeping the eyes open. And then the next time you breathe in, take the arms up. And as you breathe out, if it's okay, breathe out through the mouth as the arms come down. And you can sigh the breath out. Breathe in through the nose and the arms can come up. And as you breathe out, sigh the breath out through the mouth and the arms can come back down to your side. So just continue. So with this, we're coming into contact with our breath and centering ourselves on the mat and feeling that whole sense of connection to where we are. So just for a few moments, the in-breath takes the arms up and you breathe through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth and take the arms down. So just coming into contact with that movement of the arms coming up and down and the feeling of the breath in the body. And the next time the arms come down, stay there, draw the knees in towards you, lightly place your hands on your knees and rock from side to side. That's it. So just being quite careful, seeing how that feels in your back. You don't have to bring the knees too far in, so you're working quite gently at first, especially, you know, at the end of the day you've been sitting or standing, whatever we've been doing, the lower back compresses by the end of the day. So these movements just aim to find a bit of length and a bit of space and a bit of ease in the muscles around the spine as well as the spine itself. So just rocking from side to side and come back to centre. Take the hands underneath the right knee, place the left leg stays bent, place the left foot on the floor, circle the right ankle. A few times one way, then the other way, wiggle the toes. And then if it's alright, place the right hand on the right knee, just rock the knee from side to side. So just starting to mobilise the hip. So even though I'm saying we're rocking the knee from side to side, really take your attention to the hip deep inside. And then circle the knee, a few times one way. It can be a big, small circle or a small circle, whatever feels okay for you. And then circle in the opposite direction. And then you're just going to let that right knee drop out to the right, so you feel that stretch on the inner thigh. Press down into the left foot, so you just, from the left foot, as though you're dropping the right knee away, because you know we are really. Then bring the knee back up. See if you can cross the right knee on top of the left. If that's too much, take the ankle on top, or you don't have to cross. But if you're okay, place the right knee on top of the left knee. Stop there for a few moments. If it's all right, place your hands on the base of the ribs. And then from here, if you can, lift up the left heel, the foot that's on the floor. Lift up the left heel, draw the knees in towards you. Maybe you can take the hands on the top knee or underneath the left thigh. Just easing as you feel that stretch on the outside of the right hip. And then just rock a little bit from side to side. That really helps ease into the muscles of the lower back as well as start to mobilise the hip. Come to centre. And then let go of the hands, uncross the leg, draw the knees in towards you. Notice if the right knee comes a little bit closer after doing those little movements. Then take the hands underneath the left knee and place the right foot back on the floor. So just easing the left knee and circle the left ankle. A few times one way, then the other way. Wiggle the toes. Then place the left hand on the left knee and rock the knee from side to side. Just starting to ease into the hip, and then just see as fluidly as you can, as easily as you can you start to circle the knee. So imagine there's a circle drawn on the ceiling above you and you're just tracing that circle with the knee. And it can be a small circle or a big circle, you're just seeing how that feels, and go the other way. Make sure you know that you're breathing, you're not holding your breath or anything like that. Then eventually let the left knee drop out to the left and the hand can support the knee so you feel the stretch on the inner thigh. If you press down into the right foot, that just supports the movement. And then bring the left knee up, place the left knee on top of the right knee. If that's too much, place the ankle or don't cross the knees. If it's okay to put the knee on top, put the knee on top. Then see, is it okay, can you lift up the right foot, the foot that's on the floor? Can you take the hands on top of the knee, the top knee, or underneath the right thigh that's underneath? Just easing the knee in. The closer the knees come in, the more of a stretch or a pull you feel on the thighs. Try to keep the back of the head on the floor and the shoulders wide. And then again, just see if you can rock from side to side, just easing into the back of the body and the lower back. So seeing how that feels. And then when you're ready, come to centre, ease the knee in, then let go of the hands, uncross the knees, draw the knees in towards you, rock a little bit from side to side. And if it's okay, just rock a little bit deeper. So when you rock over to the right, the left hip and the left shoulder come off. And when you rock over to the left, the right hip and the right shoulder come off. And you can feel that movement through the back of the head, massaging effect on the back of the head. So you're really rocking from side to side. And this is a really good way to massage the muscles either side of the spine as well. And as well as the shoulders, you can feel the shoulders really starting to be worked into the floor. And come back to centre, stop for a few moments. If you take the hands underneath the thighs or the knees and take the legs up towards the ceiling, stop for a few moments, then draw your chin down, round the shoulders up, and see if you can lift the head, because the head is really heavy. Then as you push your legs away, can you roll yourself up? Just see if that's possible. Then to come down, because I can't see what you're doing, but just do it quite easily at first. To come down, have the hands either side of the hips, draw the chin down, the spine is quite rounded. As we bring the elbows down, draw the knees in towards you. Your head is the last part of you that comes down. Stop for a few moments, take the hands underneath the thighs, take the legs up towards the ceiling, draw the chin in, round the shoulders, lift the head. Be aware that your head is very heavy. Then as you push the legs away, you round yourself up. Take the hands either side, keep the chin drawn down so the spine is rounded. As the elbows come in, draw the knees in towards you, round yourself down. Head is the last part that comes down, then take the legs up. Hands round the back of the knees. Draw the chin down, round the shoulders up. As you push the legs away, round yourself up. Come down in the way that I said before, or if it's okay, keep the hands underneath the knees. Draw the chin down, round the shoulders. As you lift the feet, you draw the knees in and you roll yourself down. And then to come up, draw the chin down, round the shoulders, push the legs away, and you roll yourself up. And just see if you can do that one more time, either with the hands down by your side or underneath the knees, and just rounding yourself down. So you're just massaging the spinal muscles in a different way, and then coming back up. And then when you're up, stop there. And if it's okay, coming into all fours, if you need to pad your knees up or doing anything like that, padding your knees up, so coming into all fours when you're ready. And we just do a few little cat stretches, so around the spine as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just let yourself sink at the back of the waist, sink between the shoulders. Just round cat stretches, these little stretches are so good for the body. Just rounding a few times. Just making sure everything feels okay. And then when you're ready, we're just going to stop, come into neutral, and then we're going to come to sit. So when we come to sit, just taking the legs in front, just stop there for a few moments. You can lean back, that makes more space in the hips, it might feel a little bit more comfortable as well. Then we're going to take the right knee on top of the left knee. If it doesn't feel okay, obviously don't cross the knees. Right knee on top, if that's all right. Then we're going to, we're going to take the right hand on the inside of the left knee. Right hand on the inside of the right knee. Take the left hand behind and just turn to the left. Press down or rest down into the heels. Feel that connection down into the heels as the body turns to the left. Then we're going to go the other way. Take the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Take the right hand behind. So now we're turning to the right. And it's a little bit more difficult because you've got that right hip crossed over. Just feeling how that is. Down into the heels and come back to centre. Uncross. Then the left knee is going to go on top, or if it's too much, obviously you don't cross. Then the left hand goes on the outside of the left knee, or the inside left knee I should say really. Right hand goes behind and you just turn to look towards the right. And then come all the way back round. So right hand on the outside of the left knee and you turn to the left. Just see how that feels. And then come back to centre, uncross. So we're going to bend the knees and we're just going to bring the elbows on top of the thighs and just let yourself lean down. And then as you do this, can you straighten one leg away at a time? So just easing into the back of the legs, easing into the body, just straightening one leg away at a time. And just see then if both legs can straighten, but you're not forcing anything. You're just going to where you go. You're going to feel that stretch through the back of the body. And then lift the spine, and we're just going to take the legs out a little bit, so not too far out so you feel a big stretch, but just a little bit, maybe a little bit wider than the mat. And you're going to feel the heels resting down. You can lean back, and then can you lean forward? If you can lean forward, can you bring the elbows on the thighs? And then lift the spine. Take your attention to the heels. Now engage down into the heels, the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. If you lean over to one side, just lift up one hip at a time. Just get a sense that you can move, so you're not sinking into the floor. And if you take your attention to your right hip, place the right hand on the front of the hip. When the hip comes down, can you feel or imagine the sitting bones? You've got the right sitting bone underneath and the right heel going down. Now lean over to the right. The left hand can rest on the left hip. When the left hip comes down, imagine or feel the left sitting bone and the left heel. So if you have the sitting bones and the heels connected, the spine deep inside can start to come up. If it's okay, take your hands on the top of the head. So imagine from inside underneath the ribs, there's a feeling of coming up. Wide elbows, wide collarbones, wide along the base of the throat. Then we're going to take the right hand on the inside of the right knee. We're going to take the left hand behind us and we're going to turn to look towards the left. Think of the side of the right rib or even the kidneys in the back of the right rib, drawing towards or moving towards the left knee. So deep inside the spine we start to turn towards the left knee. The gaze can be forward, the shoulders can widen, the crown of the head is coming up. You feel the heels going down, you feel the sitting bones resting on the floor and you breathe. So your attention with these positions is everything. And then we come back to centre. Take the hands on the crown of the head, you feel resting down through the heels, down through the sitting bones, and then the left hand is going to go on the inside of the left knee, the right hand is going to go behind you, you rest into the sitting bones, you rest into the heels, but inside underneath the ribs there's a feeling of coming up. As your body turns, the spine turns to the right. And another way to think of it is you think of the outside edge of the left, the base of the left ribs, the front, the sides, the back, moving towards the right knee. So the elbows want to make space all around the ribs as you turn to the right. Then come back to centre, you rest down through the heels, still resting down through the sitting bones. Can you now lean forward? Can you bring the elbows or the forearms or the thighs? Think of the elbows going wide, think of the shoulders going wide. Think of the crown of the head now going forward, not going down, just think of the feeling of coming up and then forward. Rest into the heels. And it's quite, you feel a big stretch through the back of the legs, it's quite a big movement. And then carefully you bring yourself back up. Bring the legs a little bit closer, stop for a few moments, just notice how that feels. We've done quite a lot of movement in the 15 minutes we've been together. Roll the shoulders around a little bit. And then again, just carefully let yourself lean down. Stop for a few moments. And then we're going to come up to stand. So take your time, come up to standing as carefully as you need to, as you can. So we're up to stand. I'll just tie my hair up. So we take the legs a little bit wider, soften the knees, and before we do anything, just do a little rotation, just let the weight of the arms be felt. So just swinging through the arms. And then we're going to eventually come back to centre, take the arms just to rest behind. You can take hold of the wrist, so just easily, just letting the hands go behind. So you have that sense of openness across the chest. Then we're going to step forward, easy step forward with the right foot. Just work at lengthening the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. We're going to lift up the left heel, the back heel, and then we're going to send the crown of the head forward. Then as we bring the back heel down, we're going to bring the crown of the head down. So you feel that stretch through the heels all the way up through through the legs to the crown of the head. Wide shoulders, soften your jaw, let the neck free up a little bit. Be aware of your breath and carefully rest down into the feet to bring yourself up to stand and step back. Stop for a few moments and then the left foot goes forward. So this is just to mobilise and lengthen the backs of the legs. So we're going to lift up the back heel and let the back heel send the spine forward. Crown of the head moves forward, the back heel is pushing the crown of the head forward. Then as the back heel goes down, let the crown of the head go down towards the floor. And just feel the sensations of pulling or stretch even through the backs of the legs. Wide shoulders, let go of the weight of your head. Rest down into the feet to bring yourself up to stand. Well done, and step back. Stop there for a few moments. Then we're going to just take the feet a little bit wider. Maybe just to the edge of the mat, but sort of depending how wide your mat is really. We're going to bring up the right heel. Then we're going to turn the right toes in and the right heel turns out. So rotated inwards, the right hip. Stop there for a few moments. Maybe lift the heel up and down. Just see how that feels. It's quite a good one to mobilise through the hip, the side of the hip. Then we keep the right heel up. Turn the gaze to look towards the left ankle. If possible, take the right arm up, but if not, you can keep the right arm down and you just move the shoulder. Right arm goes up, turn to look towards the left heel. Now rest down into the left foot. So as the right arm goes over to the left, send the right heel down towards the floor. So it's a long, long stretch down the right side of the body. Particularly think of the space between the ribs and the right hip. When the heel goes as far away as it can, soften the knees, round forward and down, and come back up. Just turn the feet to face forward. Stop there for a few moments, focus the gaze. Then we do the same on the other side. So you can take the feet a little bit wider, but not too wide that you lose your balance or you're overstretching anything, because you're getting enough of a stretch anyway. Then we're going to lift up the left heel, turn the left toes in so the left heel goes out. If possible, take the left arm up, but if it's too much, you can keep it down or you can take it behind. This is fine. Turn to look towards the right foot. Now you rest down into the right foot as the right hand goes down the outside of the right leg. Send the left arm over and send the left heel towards the floor. So you feel that stretch and that separation between the side of the left rib and the left hip. Make sure you're breathing. Know that you're breathing, and then you bend the knees, round forward and down, and then come back up. Take the feet so they're facing forward. Stop there for a few moments. Just feel how that is in the body, because it's quite intense side stretches. So now we're going to do a wide leg forward bend, but standing. So first of all, just wake up our feet. So if you bring the heels together or ankles together, going to take the heels out, take the toes out, take the heels out, take the toes out. Just doing that and then coming back in, just making sure you've got a good strong connection with the feet. And this is a really good way to strengthen ankles as well as wake up the toes and the whole of the foot really. Just doing that a few times. And then the next time the heels go out, not too far out, especially if you're wearing socks or anything, or you're just trying, you don't want to slip. So the feet are facing forward. Place the hands on the outside of the hips. So then if you lean, take the spine forward, so the crown of the head moves forward, the spine is parallel, chest is parallel to the floor. Elbows are wide. So hands on the outside of the hips. Just imagine, or if you can, have that feeling that you can widen the hips into the hands. So you might find the outside edge of the feet engage a little bit more. Take the hands to the outside edge of the knees. Widen the knees into the hand, just a feeling maybe. Then the hands might go a little bit lower. If the hands don't go all the way to the ankles, you can bend your knees. Find the outside edge of the feet, and then find the inside edge of the feet. Let the heels be light, so imagine you can send the weight forward into the toes or the front parts of the feet, and then maybe you can bring the hands to the floor, and then let go of the weight of your head. And you feel that length through the backs of the knees, the backs of the legs, wide shoulders. Carefully bring the hands back to the feet, to the knees, to the thighs. Rest into the feet as you bring your spine back up. Stop there for a few moments and then just come back to stand or easy stance. And then just a small, we'll just do that side bend again, so just a smaller sort of stance. Take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to lift up the right heel, turn the right heel out, turn the right toes in, take the right arm up. Stop for a few moments, catch your breath, know that you're breathing. And obviously if the arm is too much for the arm, you keep the arm down. Turn to look towards the outside of the left foot. And as the left arm goes down, the right arm goes over to the left. Imagine the upper arm more or less in line with the right ear, so you're zone between two panes of glass. And the right heel goes down slowly, slowly by stages as you stretch the right fingertips over to the left. And you feel that stretch all the way down the side of the right side of the body. When you go as far as you can, bend the knees, round yourself forward and down and come up. So it's a big opening on the outside of the hips. So really waking up the muscles on the outside. Stop when you come up, feel what you feel. Then we're going to bring up the left heel, turn the left toes in, the left heel out, take the left arm up if possible. The right hand goes on the outside of the right thigh. You rest into that right leg, and as the right arm goes down, the left arm goes over towards the right, and the left heel goes down towards the floor. So you're stretching the left fingertips as far away from the left heel as possible, so making so much length and space on the side of the body, left side of the body. When you go as far as you can, bend the knees, round forward and down, and come back up, and then stop there for a few moments. See how it feels, and then we'll just go back to that wide leg forward bend, and then we'll bring a rotation into it. So if you take your legs a little bit wider than they are, but not too wide, because you don't want to feel try not to feel unbalanced, unstable. We want to feel always connected to the earth. So the feet are facing forward. So again, if you look at the feet, find the outside edges of the feet, and if you have the hands on the outside edges of the hips, imagine the hips widening into the hands to find the outside edges of the feet. Then bring the base of the big toes down so you have the inside edges engaged. Then as you take the hands towards the knees, underneath your hands, imagine you're sending the knees forward, so then you allow the heels to be lighter and you find the front parts of the feet. Then maybe the hands can come to the floor. If they don't easily come to the floor, bend your knees, which is fine. Then let go of the weight of your head. Breathe, know where you are. Then you're going to turn the head to the right, or the gaze to the right, and if possible, take the right arm out to the side, and the palm will be facing down. The left hand is on the floor. If it doesn't reach the floor easy, you can come onto your knees, fine. Then as the right arm goes up towards the ceiling, you can bend the left knee a little bit to make space in the right hip. And you can turn to look up towards the ceiling, and then carefully lower that right arm. The right hand rests on the floor. You can send the right knee forward a little bit to make space in the left hip. The left arm goes out to the side, and as the left arm goes up, the gaze can follow. If possible, can you lengthen or straighten the right knee? Have a sense of the crown of the head moving forward. Know that you breathe, and then carefully bring the hand back down. Stop. Let go of the shoulders, let go of the weight of the shoulders, let go of the weight of your head. Send the weight more into the front parts of your feet. And then from here, if possible, start to walk the hands forward a little bit, not too far. You can bend the knees if possible, or lift the heels to bend the knees, to bring the knees down. You can bring them a little bit closer in, but still keep a sense of width between the knees. Maybe bring, if possible, you can bring the toes together and carefully ease your hips back towards the heels. So you're between the knees, you've got wide knees, and you just come onto your elbows. If this is really uncomfortable, come onto your back and draw your knees in towards your chest. It's the same sort of position. But if you can be like this, just see, I know it can be quite hard on the knees, but also it's beneficial for the knees because it gives the thigh muscles a real feeling of length, which strengthens the kneecaps, the connection to the kneecaps and the shins. If it's okay, you can make light fists to support your head, or the forehead might come onto the floor. Or you might even, I don't know, some of us can bring our chest onto the floor. And the elbows can be wide. Not with that, try not to have that feeling you have to stretch the arms. You're just allowing that gravity to bring the chest down, just sort of see how it feels really. You might want to turn your head to the side or support the head with the hands. So you let yourself see, in a way you let yourself go. You let yourself sink and you find the earth. And then when you're ready coming up, well done, bring the legs in front. Stop there for a few moments. You can give the knees a little bit of a rub and say sorry for that. And then again, just as we did before, if you bend the knees a little bit, just let the hands rest on the thighs and let yourself sink down a little bit. Maybe just lengthen one leg at a time. And then just because we've done all those things standing, let's see if we can take the legs a little bit wider. Just allow yourself to come forward so the elbows can rest on the thighs and maybe just straighten one leg at a time. We'll see if you can have both legs straight. You can feel that stretch in the back of the legs. See if you can push the outside edge of the feet away. Lift up one hip at a time. And as you push the outside of the right foot away, imagine the outside of the right leg being stretched away and then stop. The outside of the left leg to the left foot and then stop. And maybe your spine goes a little bit further forward. Don't worry about going down, think about going forward. And think about the crown of the head coming up. So we only ever think about going down when we have that feeling of coming up and then forward. And then when you're ready, come up, bring the spine up. Just bring the legs a little bit closer and come to rest onto your back. So you can roll yourself down as we did before and ease your knees in towards you. And stop there for a few moments. You can rock a little bit from side to side. And then ease the right knee in. The hands can go underneath the right knee and lengthen the left leg away. Circle the left ankle. That just helps release the front of the left hip because we've done quite a lot of flexion, quite a lot of closing in the hips. This is the opposite. And then draw the left knee in and lengthen the right leg away. Circle the right ankle. Few times one way, then the other way. And then see what it's like if you lengthen both legs away. Take the feet a little bit wider. Just let the hands just pat the front of the hips a little bit or rub the front of the hips. You've done quite a lot of work there. And then eventually just let the hands rest on the front of the hips. And just imagine the weight of your hands. If you close your eyes and feel the weight of your hands resting on the front of the hips. And just imagine the weight or the warmth of the hand, giving the hips permission to release a little bit further into the ground beneath. And then notice your breath coming in and breathe into the hips and breathe into the lower back. Send the breath all the way down to the lower spine. And then as you breathe out, just imagine or feel the lower back resting a little bit more into the floor. And when the breath comes in, imagine you're breathing into the lower spine where the hands are, where the hips are. Widening, opening, making space and expanding. And as you breathe out, just imagine the breath letting go and the body sinking a little bit more into the floor. And maybe just for a moment you find a bit of rest, a bit of quiet, a bit of peace. And then when you next breathe in, if it's okay, take the arms up and overhead. And as you breathe out, just as we did at the beginning, sigh the breath out through the mouth and the arms come back to your side. In breath takes the arms up and overhead. And as you breathe out, if it's okay, sigh the breath out and bring the arms back down to the side. Breathe as you need to as you draw one knee in, then the other knee in. Rock from side to side. You can open the eyes or keep the eyes closed, whichever feels nice for you. And then eventually you come to rest over onto your side, so you take your time. Stop for a few moments. Opening the eyes if they're closed, knowing where you are, bringing yourself back to your room. And then when you're ready, coming to sit up.